Chaikin Money Flow is the technical indicator which determines if the instrument is under accumulated order distribution. The Chaikin Money Flow compares to the closing price, the higher lows range of the trading sessions. If the price closes near the height of the sessions with increased volume, the Chaikin Money Flow increased in value. The price closed near the low of the sections with decreased volume. The Chaikin Money Flow decreased in the volume. Chaikin Money Flow measures buying and selling pressures other over a set period of time and is a popular indicator among the traders who use volume technical analysis. Along with the on the balance volume, the Chaikin Money Flow is tracking the money flow on the market. What are the something of this volume indicator? Traders generally use 20 periods or 21 periods of the calculating the Chaikin Money Flow indicator. Some traders also use the 50 period Chaikin Money Flow to determine the actual distribution on the longer term. Chaikin Money Flow settings with the value over 330 make the indicator less sensitive. This will result in the fewer but better quality signals. Chaikin Money Flow settings with the value below 20 make the indicator over sensitive. This will result in more market noise. Lower settings on the Chaikin Money Flow indicators should be carefully traded as it can be lead to the many false signals. How to read the Chaikin Money Flow? Chaikin Money Flow is used by the traders to confirm the market trend. CMF value above the zero indicates the uptrend, while CMF value below zero suggested the downtrend. When the Chaikin Money Flow indicators above zero level, this is the bullish signal. When the Chaikin Money Flow indicates is below zero level, this is the bearish signal. The Chaikin Money Flow usually used between 0.5 and 0.5 levels, and really research is maximum minimum value of the 1 and minus 1. A movement of the Chaikin Money Flow oscillator from the negative to the positive or the vice versa does not suggest a change in trend. So remember this observation, because in the choppy market the CMF generates many false signals. The Chaikin Money Flow is also used by the traders to confirm the strength behind and the uptrend or the downtrend. In this regard, indicators resume the average direction movements (ADX), with also measure trend strength. Chaikin Money Flow confirms the breakout of the support and resistance level during the uptrend. If the breakout of the resistance occurs while the CMF reach new heights, this suggests that the bulls are taking control on the market. This is the signal of the uptrend continuation during a downtrend. If the breakout of the support occurs while the CMF reached new lows, this suggests that the bears are taking control of the market. This is the signal of the downtrend continue. However, the Chaikin Money Flow has a flow. The CMF is not handling gaps very well. For example, if the gap occurs on the upside and the close of the lower price, the money flow would give a negative figure despite the bullish price increase. How to read market conditions with the Chaikin Money Flow value between 0.05 and 0.25 indicates buying pressure from the bullish. This is the sign of the accumulations, and the market trade is uptrend. Value between 0.25 and 0.4 indicates that the bulls are in control of the market. These indicators that makes this and a strong uptrend. Values between 0.4 and 1 indicates that the bulls are in full control of the market. This can indicate the market. This is the very strong uptrend. Value between 0.5 5 and 0.25 indicates selling pressures from the bears. This is the signal of the distributions and that the market's traders is the downtrend. Value between 0.25 and 0.4 indicates that the bears are in control of the market. This indicates that the market is in a strong downtrend. Value between 0.4 and -1 indicates that the bears are in full control of the market. This indicates that the market is in the very strong downtrend. Value between 0.05 and 0.05 signals decision markets period. When the CMF trades between these levels, the bulls and bears are putting pressure to the control of the market. This area is often marked by the chopping and is better to avoid how to trade with the Chaikin Money Flow. One of the most common ways in which traders use the Chaikin Money Flow indicators is to take signals when the oscillator crosses the zero level. When the CMF indicates cross above the zero, a buying signal is generated. When the CMF indicators cross below the zero, a sell signal occurs. If we analyze this chart, we can observe some descent signals offering by the Chaikin Money Flow indicators. But being volume indicators by itself, the CMF is not reliable and it will offer many false signals. It's better to confirm the trend with another indicators. In this case, I like to use my old reliable 200 period moving average in order to determine the prevalent trend. When the price trading above the 20 period exponential moving average, we consider taking only long entries. When the price traders below the 200 period exponential moving average, we consider taking only short entries. Now entries, the market is much simple. We wait for the Chaikin Money Flow indicators to cross above the zero level, above the 200 AMA for the long entry, and we wait to Chaikin Money Flow indicates to the cross below the zero level. Below 200 AMA is the strong entry, and here an even better entry. A smarter way to trade the Chaikin Money Flow would be at a plot the 0.05 and the -0.05 levels. In this way, you filter the chopping around the zero level. Take sure entries below the -0.05 level to the long positions above the 0.05 level. Here's are the few examples of the valid CMF traders. Another strategy involves applying a moving average on the indicator by the editing a moving average on the Chaikin Money Flows chart window. You can take the crossover signals now. When you want to trade crossover between the Chaikin Money Flow oscillator and the moving average, you should be aware of the important thing. The crossover will chart a good movements when the markets are trending. When the markets are trending in the range, these systems will be subject to the false signals, which will be lead to the losing strategies. Long-term moving average added a Chaikin Money Flow will work better than the short-term moving average. A long-term moving average will produce the fewer signals. Also, this is not enough. This approach will generate many false signals if you don't confirm the trend with other hostile indicators. You cannot take the crossover signals without knowing the market trend. That's why I prefer to determine the prevailing trend in the market with the Ishimoku indicators. For this setup, I plot my only the Kuma cloud. So we plotted the Kuma cloud and we added 200 period moving average in the Chaikin Money Flow indicators with the 21 period input, and we set up in the simple by only signals about the Kuma cloud. When the Chaikin Money Flow cross over the 200 periods moving average, sell only signals. below the Kuma cloud when the Chaikin Money Flow crossover below the 200 period moving average. Also very important. We don't take the entries when the price is inside the Kuma cloud. If a crossover between the Chaikin Money Flow and the 200 EMA occurs when the market price is inside the Kuma cloud, we ignore the setup. We could enter the trade once the price closer above the below the cloud in the directions indicated by the crossover, but never when the price is inside. Here's the some example of the valid trades with the Kuma cloud as trend filter. Chaikin Money Flow is very useful indicator for the confirming on the direction of the main trend. It works well during the trend in market conditions, and it's very good at the confirmation of the strength of the main trend. In the concern its limitations in the choppy market, many false signals are generated around the zero level, so be aware of this. Also, CMF value is not accurate when the big gaps occurs when the market, so when to stop the large gaps you should reanalyze this setup. I also found the Chaikin Money Flow quite unreliable on the smaller time frames, make 1 minute or 5 minutes, so I would pay extra attention when using it for the scalping. If you found value and we've learned something new, leave us a like to show your support and to make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay notified when we upload next video. Until next time.